Hey, you guys, it's Anne Marie. Happy Wacky Wednesday. Ooh, 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 ooh. I hope everybody's having an amazing week. Excuse me. I thought we'd pull some cards and get some messages of clarity for those of you who like it. Do you have to give us tree spirits, please? That's too many. That's like 5. Jeez. I mean, it's like 5 again. 5, maybe in significance. 552. 12. Relief. Well, change is coming after a period of difficulty. The beginning of time of relief. The beginning of a time of relief. Move on. Freeing yourself from toxic attachments. Heal and move on from the past hurts. Right. This is where you'll get your relief from. Where are you replaying old scenarios over and over and over again in your mind and trying to think about what you could have done differently, how things could have went differently, and just replaying certain things in your mind? I mean, it doesn't have to always, it can be any type of relationship, whatever scenario. Maybe there's a part of your life that you're not as, proud about or, proud of. I've been having a lot of throat chakra blockages. I'm trying to move through them, so if I misspeak, just bear with me. I'm still pushing through it. But what Spirit is saying is that there's somebody that's just like going over and over, like I was saying, past choices that you made or scenarios that you put yourself in that you're just not happy about. You just go over and over, and it's like you're shaming yourself. And Spirit is saying is that it's time for you to move on. It's like you're wondering why maybe there may be blockages in your life and why you still may wake up and for no apparent reason you feel really sad, or a certain song still affects you a certain way. I'm not saying that's all this, but Spirit is saying for those who resonate with this, it's like you're preventing yourself from getting relief. And so the bigger question is what are you getting out of staying stuck in this scenario of going on and on? What is it that you're not moving on from? What are you benefiting from not moving on from this situation, or an old mindset, or old way of thinking, or old way of being? Some people can get stuck in their ways, and it's hard to get any relief in different areas in our life when we are really stuck on a certain mindset or stuck on a scenario that we keep replaying over and over again. It prevents us from moving on. What else can you tell us about the Spirit? I have addictive tendencies when I need to cover up emotions. This could be any type of addiction. Again, it could be addiction to an old way of thinking, an old way of being. It could also mean drug or alcohol addictions or shopping addictions that you have been addicted to. Maybe you've been addicted to being in toxic connections, and it's that you have this fear of healing a certain wound, and it keeps you stuck, and that's why you're not getting relief from breaking certain cycles, is what Spirit is saying. You're unable to break certain cycles in your life or get relief from certain pains or anguishes in your life because you're still holding on to. It's like you may have healed certain parts of certain situations, but there's still some shame or guilt or embarrassment or judging yourself about certain situations, what Spirit is saying. Spirit said, how are they going to go ahead and forgive somebody else before they forgive themselves? How are you going to so easily forgive and give so many people grace and patience and love and kindness, but yet not do it for yourself? Your inner child wants you to know that the past version of you weren't given enough attention, but now you understand that outside approval and validation is temporary and not long-lasting. And this is where Spirit is saying, like, this is where you'll get the relief from, for you understand that you don't need your validation. It's time to move on. Spirit is also saying that there may be someone in your energy that has this wound as well. And so they may be saying or doing things to get attention. They may be making stories up about you. So take whichever scenario. This took a different turn. There's somebody in your energy that you may or may not be aware of. You may not see it this way yet. That has a tendency to make up stories to get people to feel sorry for themselves. And they do this because when they were a child, they didn't get the attention or the approval from their parents. And the only way they have been able to get attention is to lie or to say people have come against them or hurt them or harm them. Not to say that this person doesn't have trauma. Obviously, this person has traumas, and not to say that certain things didn't happen to this individual, but there's someone who's actually using this as a manipulation tool. Maybe you see it, maybe you don't, but Spirit is saying is that because they didn't get enough attention as a child, that they are making stories up. Oh, Spirit said this is someone that's probably not in your energy anymore. That's someone that you probably walked away from. And they're making stories up about why you walked away and not taking accountability for the part they played in this situation. Oh, okay. Why is that? There was something about you that triggered them. But they didn't see it as a trigger, though. This is just a little insight for you about this person if you don't already know. Something about you, something about the light that you carry within you that triggered this person. And so they created scenarios or situations that made you to be, we already know the story, but made you to be the villain or the bad guy out of a situation. To get people on their side, to get people to feel sorry for them. Because they felt as though you were taking up too much space, too much shine, too much, and that wasn't your intent at all. That was just you being your amazing self. And yeah, I can be quick-tempered and say hurtful things without understanding why. That's exactly what this person does. When they get triggered, they say like hurtful and spiteful things and spew, send evil eyes and things like that, and make lies up about you. When this happens, when they're triggered. It's almost like it's not a psychotic break, but it's like a temporary, some type of thing that it's a deep wound with probably their father, maybe. This may be a feminine that has some deep fatherhood wounds. This could be a masculine with deep motherhood wounds. I mean, take what resonates. What else is triggering them? I love this deck. 2 came out. Even though I'm wrong, I struggle to apologize. Yeah, this person, their back is getting pushed up against the wall because the lies, whatever it is that you're doing, you probably don't even realize you're doing it on purpose just by you being you. It's really showing the truth of the matter, that this person was making lies up about you. And they're not wanting to apologize. When I'm disconnected physically or emotionally, which is what they do, from my partner, I begin to feel scared and lack of confidence. This person may have felt, maybe this was like a friends group or a work group or family, or they were triggered and they were threatened by your connections with other people. Maybe there's like a couple friends you had and one of the people, was being real nasty or whatever, but they were really triggered. You highlighted areas in their life that they weren't ready and prepared to look at. And that's when they started to lash out. These are the trigger ones. I was doing we're almost out of time. So I hope this message reaches you. It took a little bit of a turn, didn't it? I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal, you guys. Don't harm. Have a great